EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. For the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They'll start this one with a three tight end look, putting the tight end in motion. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. They face second down and 7. From the gun, here's Stroud. To the left side, caught by Schultz. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They'll run for it with Mixon. Joe Mixon. He's inside the 25. The speed on display. He's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. On first down, right back to Harris. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. And another first down. And another big gainer. This time 23 yards. Another run here with Harris. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
A quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now it's Harris. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way home. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Stroud to throw here on first down. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard.
All right.
Here's Stroud. Off he goes.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And he will score. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Makes the score Texans 14, Steelers 7.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Justin. Here we go.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
They'll give it to Harris again. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
Hey. Here we go, son. Tonight.
They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go.
Fields now on 2nd down. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second down and 8.
Test. Go straight. Right.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here we go.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
This one is fielded. Zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin. at the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
On the quick, right?
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Here we go. Sit high.
On 3rd down, here's an option play right. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Steelers going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Stroud. Push this one downfield, looking for Schultz. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Now, Stroud. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
That's complete left side to Pickens. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
He'll tuck it and take off. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
Here we go, slide.
They run it over center with Harris. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
Mayday. Here we go. No mud. Sack.
Give up the middle to Harris. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. That's Henry To'o on the tackle. Third down, 3 to go.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
We'll try to run for it with Harris.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points. So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Mixon. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. 15-yard pickup there. First down for Houston.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's going to pick up the first down and more. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. A throw left side finds Dell. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. A second down throw for Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Inside the 40. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown Steelers. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. So we've reached halftime here in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Monday. Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. West right, sit. Hey, Ken. Right.
Second down. It's Fields. He'll let this one go long for Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That's complete to Watkins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here we go, son.
On the give, it's Harris. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. You good? All right.
On the ground, this is Harris. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Here we go.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
All right.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Alpha.
Here's Harris. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
All right.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Texans have it. Well, he certainly turned that into something. On the move, downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball, get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible, and this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now,